I make no apology for showing another one of these tubes. The other one I actually showed within the light fitting. It was a 4-foot one, but this one's a different length. I put it on here because there seems to be a lot of interest in these unusual tubes. I didn't think that it was particularly rare, but I was told the company Durotest, who made these, is now gone out of business. This was called Durolite. They in fact made the Trulite and the Vitalite, or Vitalite. The Vitalite was slightly different in as much as it let out a small amount of UV, a very small amount, and it was intended to be used in aviaries where you kept reptiles, animals that needed that little extra UV. But this is the Trulite, which the UV was cut right down. It gave out a sort of a daylight colouring, but not daylight, if you know what I mean. It was slightly different. These are also used to grow plants under and kept above fish tanks. As you can see, it's a twisted tube. Now, the reason for this, so the manufacturers said, was to increase the surface area of the tube. Well, I suppose in a bit of imagination it probably does increase the surface a bit. Whether it actually did anything, I don't know. I believe this company made them in normal type tubes and twisted ones. It's interesting to note that I think GE made a power groove tube. There's also VHO tubes, very high output, which I don't think we have in England, but I know you had them in America. Whether they are still in use, I honestly don't know. This was known as a 20-watt preheat trigger start, made in USA. In those days they said made in USA, not made in PRC. Sorry about that. I do feel rather strong about all the stuff coming from China. We get it over here as well. Normal bi-pin cap base. Now, what they did say, and how true this is I don't know, that the electrode, I'm pretty sure it's not true, that they had 2 electrodes. If one packed up, then the other one took over. I don't believe it. I think it was just a normal heater at the end. It was possibly a shielded one. When I say shielded, a lot of the modern tubes don't have shielded cathodes. They just have like a coil thoriated heating wire made of tungsten, but it's thoriated, I believe, so it emits electrons more easily. But this company, I think, had little metal shields around it. The idea was to prevent the bombardment of the ends of the tube. So in theory they didn't blacken. But how true that is, I don't know. Anyhow, just a quick one. As I say, these were used in fish tank. The wattage, by the way, is 20. It's quite a short tube. Anyhow, once again, thanks for looking. I do apologise for putting this one on. It's not the same tube, but it's a different length. But I thought, well, we'd have a refresher. Anyhow, thanks again. Any comments, please make. Any subscriptions, please subscribe. Any remarks, please make. Thank you again for watching. Thank you.